Hello guys, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. So in this course I'm going to be teaching you how to properly read and interpret the measuring tape. Before then, welcome to the Code Empress Academy. In this platform we're going to be teaching you all you need to know about fashion designing, the basic knowledge. Just from the beginning, we're going to take it from the very basic knowledge. So measuring tape, of course, in fashion designing we all know that we need measuring tape. Of course, this is like the important tool. For me, measuring tape to me is even as important as the sewing machine, if not more. Because why? You can use your needle and thread and sew, but of course, how will you measure without your measuring tape? So this is the most important tool. And these lines, when it comes to measuring tape, so many people get it confused. So many people complain that they don't understand it. As you can see, there's some numbers here. I will interpret it as time goes. So many people say they don't understand this. And if you get it wrong in your measuring tape, of course, you've gotten it wrong every other place. Because if you measure well, with good measurement, you can get accurately. With bad measurement, that's why you will hear people say, oh, but you measured me, and why am I coming to pick the clothes and the clothes is awful? Why am I coming to pick the clothes and the clothes is not fine? Why am I coming? So you see, all those excuses is all in the tape interpretation. You see some people that will measure because they can't read the tape, they will just rush and just approximate everything. So that is wrong. So guys, first off, there are different lines and bars to this. As you can see, all these lines all have their own meaning, they all have their own interpretation. For instance, we have 0. 0 is where the tape begins. Of course, the very end. I hope you guys can see. This is our 0. Now we have 0.25. 0.25. If you want to pick 0.25, this is 0, this is 0.25. So here is our 0.25. Now you want to pick 0.5, which is also half of an inch. I'm using the inch side of the measuring tape. The measuring tape have the centimeter and the inches. I use both, but in Nigerian market we basically focus on the inches. That is the one we use more, but you can still use both. So like as I was saying, 0.5, because this is our half inch, 0.5 is just from this end, which is our 0, to the middle, which is the half of any number. This is 1 and this is the half, so 0.5 is half. Now getting to the more advanced, confusing people, when people say, oh no, it's so confusing, is this, is that, is when we get to, we have 0.65. If I tell you to pick 0.65 in this tape, this is how you go about it. This is 0.5. Just enter this one bar and it becomes 0.65. The same goes to 0.75. This is 0.5. This is 0.6. This is 0.75. And then this is 0.85. You see, I ended it there. Most times when you take some measurements and it gives you, let's just say 12.78 or 12.98, what I like to do when it has entered 9, what I like to do is I just like to round it up. So let's just say that I got something and it gave me 12 points. I hope you can see it, and it gave me 12.98. I just like to approximate something like this to 13 inches. You understand? So now, for example, let me illustrate further. Let's say my bust is 35 and I do 35. I hope you can see it. I do 35 divided by 4 and it gave me 8.75. Now, how do I take this 8.75 in my measuring tape? Now, you will go over to 8. This is our 8. Remember what I told you? This is 8.25. This is 8.5. This is 8.65. And here, right here, is going to be our 8.75. Is that easy? Is actually that easy. Same goes if maybe you measured a hip. Let's say a hip of 42, let's just say 43. We divide it by 4. You see, it's giving us 10.75. You go over to your 10. This is 10.25. This is 10.5. This is 10.65, and this is 10.75. So let's just say that that number gave us 10.85 or 10.95. We will just do, instead of you writing 10.95, because here if you notice the bar ends in 8, just round it up to 11. So with this, trust me, you won't have any issues interpreting your tape. You would be able to interpret your measurements into your illustration. So yes guys, that is basically it. It is that easy. It's just for you to, you know, understand these lines and these bars, and that is it. So guys, until next time, thank you so much. Bye.